Meta caught an Israeli marketing firm running hundreds of fake Facebook accounts. A U.S. House bill would require national security reviews on connected vehicles from China. And Sony pulled a fabricated interview with Naughty Dog head Neil Druckmann. It's Thursday, May 30th, and this is Engadget News. Meta caught an Israeli marketing firm using fake Facebook accounts to run an influence campaign on its platform, the company said in its latest report on coordinated inauthentic behavior. The scheme targeted people in the U.S. and Canada and posted about the Israel-Hamas war. In all, Meta's researchers uncovered 510 Facebook accounts, 11 pages, 32 Instagram accounts, and one group that were tied to the effort, including fake and previously hacked accounts. The accounts posed as Jewish students, African Americans, and concerned citizens, and shared posts that praised Israel's military actions and criticized the United Nations Relief and Works Agency and college protests. They also shared Islamophobic comments in Canada, saying that radical Islam poses a threat to liberal values in Canada. Meta's researchers said the campaign was linked to Stoic, a political marketing and business intelligence firm based in Israel, though they did not speculate on the motives behind it. Stoic was also active on X and YouTube and ran websites focused on the Israel-Hamas war and Middle Eastern politics. According to Meta, the campaign was discovered before it could build up a large audience, and many of the fake accounts were disabled by the company's automated systems. The accounts reached about 500 followers on Facebook and about 2,000 on Instagram. The report also notes that the people behind the accounts seemed to use generative AI tools to write many of their comments on the pages of politicians, media organizations, and other public figures. David Agranovich, Meta's policy director for threat disruption, said, "These comments generally linked to the operations websites, but they were often met with critical responses from authentic users, calling them propaganda. So far, we have not seen novel Gen AI-driven tactics that would impede our ability to disrupt the adversarial networks behind them." Newly proposed congressional legislation would require the U.S. to conduct security reviews for connected vehicles built by automakers from China and other countries of concern. Representative Elissa Slotkin, a former CIA analyst and Pentagon official who has championed the issue, introduced the bill on Wednesday. If passed by Congress, the Connected Vehicle National Security Review Act would establish a formal review process for connected autos from Chinese companies. It would also allow the Department of Commerce to limit or ban these cars and other vehicles before they reach U.S. consumers. In a speech on the House floor earlier this month, Slotkin noted that Chinese EVs, often sold much cheaper than their U.S. and European counterparts, could quickly gain a significant share of the American market. She cited how Chinese vehicles, first sold in Europe in 2019, now make up almost a quarter of its market. Alternatively, and perhaps ideally, legislators could pass a comprehensive data privacy law rather than dealing with these issues piecemeal. The bill's introduction follows the Biden administration's quadrupling of import tariffs on Chinese EVs. The White House's new EV levies grew from 25% to 100%, following China's EV exports rising 70% between 2022 and 2023. Last week, Sony published a seemingly innocuous bit of fluff, touting its long-term creative entertainment vision in broad terms, along with some interviews of key employees. Neil Druckmann, studio head of Sony's Naughty Dog, was one of those, and his interview made waves in the game world. According to the interview, Druckmann said AI could create nuanced dialogues and characters, and also said that the new game Naughty Dog was developing, but hasn't officially announced, could redefine mainstream perceptions of gaming. Some mighty strong and potentially controversial statements from the head of a studio beloved for its The Last of Us and Uncharted franchises. Problem is, Druckmann was wildly misquoted by his own employers. A few days after Sony published its interview, Druckmann took to X, writing, "This is not quite what I said." He then went full Alien revenge mode on Sony, posting a section of the original interview transcript. Regardless, things here do not add up. Check out this article at Engadget.com for more on what Druckmann actually said and what Sony printed. Thanks for listening. There's more to these stories and additional articles at Engadget.com. This episode featured journalism by senior editor Carissa Bell, deputy editor Nathan Ingram, and contributor Will Shanklin, and was voiced and produced by Spoken Layer. Enjoy your day, and I'll return tomorrow with more tech news from Engadget.